Hey guys, here's another game in my Altractor, but today I think we're going to take a look at some game mechanics again. Mainly view range and like long range um, stuff. Um, so this is Maka Knockoff, standard battle of course, and I'm kind of moving now towards where I was going to my stand position over here. But now all these guys have been lit up by that T-Shark. And man, there's some juicy targets. So I'm aiming down. And you're seeing that I've lit up, or all these tanks are lit up, and I'm firing. But if you keep your eye around where my cursor is, you'll see um, every time I'm spotted, a light bulb goes off, and that's called Sixth Sense. So all these targets, because that has not gone off, none of these targets see me, and my camouflage is at maximum, and my view range is completely at maximum. So basically, I'm a big hole in the air that they can't see. So I'm just lighting these guys. Track T1 down. Here they're pushing, just taking speculative shots, trying to get any damage out as possible. Just switched over to APCR, just trying to get some more accuracy. So, okay, I'm moving towards their push to see if I can get some better coverage of the battle. Because if you look at the minimap, down here is a dip, and that's below my gun arc, so that's where he is at the T60. So if I can move to nearer to the T60, there's a ramp that you can go and engage that. But as an attacker, I'm at a disadvantage versus him, who is stationary and has his gun reticle completely closed and more accurate. When I talk about gun reticle, I'm talking about this green circle, which basically says anywhere inside this circle is where the bullet from your, like the actual shell, can go. So we're moving. Oh, another target. Let's see if we can light him up. T18. Very, very dangerous target. He's down. Oh boy, another T7. So I look over there, and of course, if you saw that, when I looked over, I'm not seeing them because they're actually more than 500 meters away and are outside of what's called render range. And render range is it's the distance from your tank to 500 meters out where the game actually renders in all the different icons and all the different tanks. The tanks are still there, and you can still register shots against them, but you visually just can't see it. They're not marked on your actual game. So I'm just kind of sitting back, waiting for somebody to come up. Oh, another target.
That one bounced.
So bad angle.
Critical hit.
see how I took that speculation shot in the dark? And actually, nope, I did not hit him.
We didn't even scratch them.
So moving forward. And I've just loaded my one shell of 8 HE, or high explosive, for the fun of it. I was kind of, at this point we pretty well won it, and I just was like, why not use it? There's no point. But actually, if you see, above the vehicle, just about there, every time I mouse over a target, a distance in meters is registered. So it's very easy. It's very good to figure out how far a target is and stuff like that. You can see it fade right there. So, one shell. And here's another thing, if you note. So, green represents the ammunition that's actually loaded. But if you see the yellow circle, that indicates the next shell that it's going to be fired. And how you do this is when you switch shell types. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on your keypad. You double tap say 3 to get HE, but if you want, say, to preload or fire APCR around the next one, you tap that only once. So you tap your 2 key one time. So loading, and you see the vehicle close, and I fire, and it pens. And of course you see the 306 meters out there, and I've just switched to APCR. And there's only one shell left, or one tank left.
Ready to fire.
And right there, that auditory cue tells you that I've just activated auto aim mode. And let's switch to let's switch to free flying mode, and keep an eye on the gun turret right here, and see how it basically is always going to be aimed at center mass minus the speed that the speed of the turning of the turret. The turret traverse speed. So I hit one on the move. Hit the second one, but critical. And the third one goes low.
Track hit.
So there's a couple of cool things you can do. Generally speaking, when it comes to auto aim, it's better just to drive in a straight line. Turning around a target, what's called circle strafing, is somewhat a bad idea. But if you're just driving in and going to put a couple shots in and just keep on driving, you can put a couple shots as you come in, a couple shots as you go out, and maybe one as you go by. So there's a tip for you to try in your faster tanks, your PZ-1Cs, your ELC AMXs, stuff like that. So let's see you next time.